In this show, we'll be getting high on your most rockin' music. Let's do it. Hello, welcome to You Rock, the show where I play your most rockin' music, and yeah, that's good there, that's good everybody, alright, and happy 420 to everyone. Let me get out, I gotta stretch for a minute. There we go. You know, a funny story, I had another shirt that I was going to wear, and it said Happy 420. It was so cool. And then I realized when I went to set up for this stream, you know what? It's green. So it doesn't work. Like, it's, you know, because of the green screen. Anyway, let's say hello to people that are here. Hello to Roque. Welcome to the show. Hello, Conspiracy Media. What is up? Hello, Mix Club. Hello, Cy Effin. Hello to Jim Shannon on Sounds. How are you? Let's see who else we got. Hello, Capsulam. Here for the first time. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you in the chat. It's great to have you here. Let's see who else we've got. And we've got Mr. Gary Hubbs. Bass. All right, Chris Peasy is in the house. Hello, Chris. Hello, Michael, a.k.a. Zland. Hello, Tremor Bear. Hello to... who else do we have? Russ, 8889. Moonworks album out today. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Hello to... who else do we have here? Let's see. Okay, cool. Hey, let's... Eyesore in the house. Good to see you. And of course, we've got Jade Star. Awesome. One of our awesome moderators along with Cy Effin. And also Al, Night Train 1988, who is here sometimes, but sometimes he has other things that he's got to do. So we respect that. Hello, LithiumVandaL. Welcome to the show. And speaking of LithiumVandaL, we've got some LithiumVandaL to kick us off today. So let's get right down to that. We got a track in from LithiumVandaL, and this is going to kick off episode 32 for us. The track's called Vulcan, and let's see what LithiumVandaL had to say about this one. Where is it? Let's find it in the list. And of course, by the way, I could just mention that if you want to get your track on the show, it's very easy to do. bit.ly/YouRockSubmit. That's the way you get on the show. So if you send one in now, you could be considered for the next show. Here's LithiumVandaL. So let's find out about Vulcan. So this is what he says. Hey, Thomas, nothing new this week, but I'd like to share an old track from back in the day if that's all right. It is perfectly fine. What you and others don't know is LithiumVandaL was born out of producing trip-hop under an older name, Deep Six. Over time, new equipment and more powerful iMacs, my music became more industrial and loud, hence the birth of LithiumVandaL. This song goes way back and was one of the first ever produced under the LithiumVandaL title. Most will find the song boring and uneventful, but anyone who understands the roots of trip-hop, dark, down-tempo will dig it. Oh, and the video just makes the song even more unsettling. Have a great show. With that introduction in hand, let's head on over. I know LithiumVandaL does some really cool stuff, and I'm sure this is not going to be any exception. Let's check out Vulcan by LithiumVandaL. It's LithiumVandaL with his track Vulcan. And yeah, so this is the kind of stuff I dig. I love when you have this tension that broils underneath the surface, and it's like sometimes I like the stuff that just, you know, hits you right in the face and melts your skin, like Kev Hart. We got some Kev Hart coming up later on today, but I also like this stuff that's like, it's just kind of unsettling and creepy, but it's something bubbling underneath the surface. That's what I always love about LithiumVandaL's music, and this one doesn't disappoint in that regard. Like, I understand the video maybe not for everybody, but you know, it is what it is. I like it. I'm not put off by the video. I didn't think the video was that bad, but I'm kind of desensitized to this kind of stuff because I've seen so much of it over the years. It's just like it's not anything to me. But, you know, I do sometimes forget that other people may sometimes, you know, be a little more sensitive to some of that stuff, but it is what it is. I dig it though. You know, hey, don't worry about it, LithiumVandaL. It is what it is. But it's all good. Thank you so much for the submission, LithiumVandaL. Really appreciate it. We got a lot of cool music, and if that wasn't your cup of tea, there's probably something else that you're gonna dig. It's edgy, and that's the point. Yeah, see, Russ gets it. Jim Shannon thought the video was okay. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? But yeah. Lou Reality, we were having a chat over on Jade's show about how I like to wear headphones because it, you know, I don't have to worry as much about what my hair looks like. So if I'm having a bad hair day, it's fine. I actually I got my hair cut recently, so you probably can't even tell though. Thanks. Yeah, it's a 10-year-old song. See, and so that's cool. You get to see the evolution of what LithiumVandaL has been doing over time. If you've been watching the show, we've had a lot of Lithium's music on, and you know, it's cool to see like this is where it all began. So that's pretty awesome. Jim Shannon thought the song was cool. Jade Star said it reminded me of my old job dominating weak losers. And yeah, so there you go. Very cool. Gary missed all the fuss. You know, but the video is from the movie 8mm, by the way. So if you saw the movie 8mm, you've already seen the video. So anyway, thank you, LithiumVandaL. Really appreciate it. Hey, we got a lot of great tracks coming up, and that's just the start. So let's get on to the next one. So our next song is by a German artist by the name of Weltenkinder, and he just released a new song. So this is a song. He submitted this about a week ago, and this is the one we're gonna play. I will tell you, and hopefully it'll be on the show maybe next week. He just debuted a new song today, and let me tell you something. It is awesome, and I'm sure this one, everything he does is pretty awesome. And you know what else about Weltenkinder? He has just surpassed 2,000 subscribers, which blows my mind. It's so awesome. So, you know, congratulations to Weltenkinder on that amazing achievement, and you're gonna see why in just a second. And all he says about this track, which is called Synth Angel, he just says, I want the track to speak for itself, and we certainly respect that, and I'm sure that it will. So let's bring this in and let's let the track do the talking. This is Synth Angel by Weltenkinder.
I yawned, the moon fell into my mouth. I stretched and gripped the horizon. Oh, I grew taller than north to south, and brightness are in my eyes.
That was Weltenkinder with Synth Angel. And what a track that was. Wow. First of all, just, really dig the synth sounds that Weltenkinder uses there. Such cool imagery in the video. That's always been something that Weltenkinder does really well. And then on top of that, you got his amazing vocals. And yeah, it does remind me a lot of, I think it was, who was it here that said Depeche Mode? Somebody said Depeche Mode, and it was Dave. Dave said, it is a bit Depeche Mode-like. Absolutely. So, and Mix Club says it's good stuff, and I definitely agree with that. So, you can kind of get a sense of why Weltenkinder has become so popular and why he is just kicking some serious ass. So, yeah, cool synths. And that's always there, He does a lot of different styles, though. He can do some stuff that is more kind of more ballad-like, and then he does some heavier stuff that's on the metal side, and then he also does, he's an industrial fan like I am, so he does a lot of stuff that's inspired by industrial bands, and so, and some dark wave stuff like Depeche Mode, so it's very cool. And look at that. Stay tuned for a Weltenkinder Lithium remix in the future. Yeah, that's very cool. And there's also, I don't want to say too much, but there is some talk of I may be helping him out with the remix as well. So we'll see how that goes in the future. But very cool. So lots of cool stuff to look out for with Weltenkinder, and you should definitely add to those numbers of subscribers and add yourself as a subscriber over on the Weltenkinder channel. So. Yeah, Phantom says he's only heard his electronic stuff. You haven't heard the whole deal, because he does some metal, he does some ballads, he does it all. He does a lot of stuff, and he does it well. So check out Weltenkinder. All right, so I'm gonna play this next one, and King of Rockets is somebody who's come on in a big way on the channel. And for whatever reason, I've been playing King of Rockets more to the end of the show. So I wanted to play one at the beginning of the show because he does such cool stuff. And let's find out about this track. It's called It's the Little Things. And let's see what he needs us to know about this before we hit the play button. So let's get that. Here it is. So he does some seriously cool, like, psychedelic stuff. So, he says, if we appreciate the little things in life, then I believe our life becomes richer and more fulfilling. Peace and love. Well, you can't argue with that. Can't disagree with that at all. So, let's check this one out. This is It's the Little Things by King of Rockets.
Just imagine if everybody in the world were friends. It would the little things, it's the little things, it's always the little things. We could do with just a little bit more positivity to lighten up the mood. Highs and lows, good and bad, sun and rain, it's all the same, it's all the same.
King of Rockets. It's the little things. And I'll tell you what, that one just, every week we've been getting a great track from King of Rockets, and every week it's been blowing my mind, just the complexity of these songs. Like, I know they say you should keep songs simple, and I usually advocate for that, but this is one of those times where that rule, rules are meant to be broken, and King of Rockets breaks them in the most amazing ways, and it takes us on these progressive journeys. Like, if you're going to do a song with a lot of different parts and a lot of changes in mood and feel, this is the way you want to do it. Exactly the way that King of Rockets has done here. So it just, it has so many different flavors. It's kind of like those ice cream, where you have the different types of ice cream and all layered together. It's kind of like that. And so you get a little bit of all these different flavors, but they all work well together. So it's, and then the production values are like through the roof, and then you got a great video on top of it. So everything that King of Rockets is doing, if you want to do like more progressive types of music in the realm of like a Pink Floyd or Rush or something like that, this is probably the blueprint that you'd want to follow. Although, there's something to be said for not following a blueprint, which is kind of what King of Rockets has done here. So it's really cool though. I'm just kind of like blown away by it. So definitely you want to go and subscribe to King of Rockets, because that's some pretty cool shit. I'm really amazed by that. Hello to Mr. Smith. Welcome to the stream. And hello to Colin Stanton stopping by. Good to see you. So yeah, and everybody else, I think a couple other people have come in. I don't know if I said hello to Tremor Bear. Tremor Bear is in the house. So I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you're enjoying the show. We're just getting underway here. We're just getting started, and that was a good way to get started there with some King of Rockets and cool track. So thank you so much, King of Rockets. Joe, I think his name's Joe over there at King of Rockets, doing a great job. Yeah. All right, let's go over to we got another one, and this guy. Hello to Clint Keller of Phantom Agents, by the way. So we got one from Phantom Agents. It's called Mambo King. And kind of reminds me of that, what was that, Mambo number 5 or something that was popular back in the 90s. I'm sure this is totally different than that song, but remember that one. That was a good one, wasn't it? Anyway, let's see what we need to know here before we press the play button on the old song. Let's see here. Where are you at? Clint. Yeah, it's kind of like trying to find one person in a huge party. That's kind of what this is like. When you look around the room and you know your friend's here somewhere, but you can't find him. It's kind of like that. Anyway, what the hell? There it is. I know why, because I was looking for Clint and it's Phantom Agents. Anyway, so Phantom Agents, and the song is called I Hope, and this is what Clint has to say. A blues song, but when I put it on a blues site, they freaked and said it's not blues, remove it. Well, what do you guys think it is? Man, I love these gatekeepers that, they have to tell you how to, what songs or what genres, and, who cares? Is the music good? That's kind of like the only thing that matters. So let's take a listen to this. We'll see if it's blues or not. I don't know if it matters that much, but I'm sure it's going to be cool one way or the other. This is Mambo King by Phantom Agents, Clint Kelleher.
piano, trumpets, trombones, horns, beat those sound. It was the formula. Move that beat to the sound of salsa. Hear the band and feel the rhythm. Jump around and funk it right. All the boys they blow the hots out. All the girls they dance alongside. Hear the sound and feel the rhythm. Tito mambo is the given. You don't have to think about it. Get on down and jump right to it. Dirty bass, the horn and congas, piano, trumpets, trombones for ya. Tito sound, it was the formula. Move that beat to the sound of salsa. Mambo King, King of Swing. 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 Oh, Mambo King, yeah. King of Swing, yeah. Mambo King, yeah. King of Swing, yeah. Mambo King, yeah. King of Swing, yeah. Mambo King, yeah. King of Swing, yeah.
So that's Clint Kelleher, Phantom Agents with Mambo King. And so I think we had a little bit of crossed wires as far as the description goes. So this wasn't the blues song, obviously, but it was the Mambo song. And that's pretty cool. I'll be honest with you though. I don't know what Mambo is. Maybe somebody could explain what it is. I know the Mambo number 5 song, and this definitely was whatever Mambo is, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what defines it as opposed to other things. But I know I like it. Like, you can't. How can you not move to that? That just makes you want to get up and dance, right? Colin Stanton enjoyed that, I think, and thank you, Phantom Agents. That was a great track, and the video was cool. All this old school kind of like that stuff was real popular, like in the 60s and 50s and 60s and stuff. They were really into the Latin music, and it's kind of like, it pops up in mainstream culture every now and then, and so Phantom Agent says it's Cuban music salsa with drums and horns. Okay, all right, so salsa with a little something extra on it. That's all right. That's cool. I don't know, but all I can say is I like it. I'm not an expert in this kind of music at all, but I don't think you have to be to appreciate it and to say that it's good. So, and whoever was, I'm always like, Phantom Agents has some great singers. I don't know where he gets these singers from, but the singers are really good. So, it's obviously not Clint singing. I think that's safe to say, but whoever he's getting to sing, he's got some good ones. So it's kind of like a whole, when it comes to Phantom Agents, it's like a whole like production, like a record label almost. It's a Latin song. It's very hot and engaging. It's hot, hot, hot. Like that. What was that? That's that guy from. That was that guy from. Remember that song in the 80s? It's hot, hot, hot. But that was the guy from the New York Dolls. I forget his name right now, but he did that song. I don't know if anybody remembers that one. So I kind of blew my mind. Like, I found out that was the guy from the New York Dolls, and I was like, oh, that's who that is. I had no idea that's who that was. But anyway, that was cool. So thank you, Phantom Agents, Mambo King. I'm not going to question. I'm not going to question the the kingship of this song. I think it's up there, definitely. All right, we gotta go from Cuba. We're gonna head down under, and actually Clint, I think, is from Australia also. But we've got another Australian artist, and it's actually an international project. The main person for this is in Australia, but also there's somebody from Italy. And if I think you kind of may get the gist of who I'm talking about, I am of course talking about the Lillypillies. And we got a new one from them. They just got an album out at the beginning of the month, and this is a song off of that album. So, brand new song. I think it just came out like over the weekend. So, the song's called Remedy, album version. So, let's see what Manny is sort of the guy, one half of the Lillypillies. Let's see what he has to say about this. He says, "Hi, Thomas. Remedy is a song that was reinterpreted and remixed so it could be featured on our debut album, Run to the Future." So that's the album that just came out this past couple of, maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that. It comes with a brand new video. The lyrics are possibly the most positive Lillypillies lyrics. No matter what happens, we will always find a way. Well, that sounds absolutely fantastic. So we are going to get this into the stream here so we can check out the album version of Remedy by the Lillypillies right here on You Rock.
With nowhere left to hide, you find
That was the Lillypillies with the album version of their song Remedy. And yeah, so this is, like I said about the last Lillypillies song, the one thing that strikes me immediately about the track is the bass and the fullness and richness of the bass and the way it sits under the track. That's really well done. And I think it's really important to mention that, because I think it's important to making this song work as well as it does and have the impact that it does. Another thing that I'll say also is just the production overall is really fantastic. Lyrics, of course, are very positive. Reminds me of like Jurassic Park, Life Finds a Way, So that's really cool. And I don't know, they must have had, like, speaking of Jurassic Park, they must have had like Steven Spielberg doing effects for them, because they've upped their effects game to the umpteenth level, and they got the notes just flying at you. Sometimes when you're playing actual music, like sheet music, it kind of looks like that. It's just music just flying at you. You're hoping you can catch some of those notes, like, what was that? What was that one? Anyway, but so that's really cool. They have the gears that spin around. I thought those were really awesome, and the flames, and I'm a big fan of flames. I like flames. I put flames everywhere. Fire. And so that was cool. And yeah, what else? Jeez. And if I remember right, I could be wrong about this, and I kind of wish Manny was here to tell us for sure, but I want to say that I remember them saying that they do all of their videos in iMovie. I don't think that they use like LumaFusion or any of the like Final Cut or anything like that. I think they actually use iMovie to do their videos, which how they're getting those kind of effects and that kind of quality just using iMovie, like, it just goes to show, like, it's all about creativity and just learning to use the tools that you have, and you can create really I mean, that you could see that video like that, back in the day would have played on MTV easily. They don't think they play videos anymore, but if they did, they'd play a video like that. And so you don't need to have the expensive stuff to create pro quality content. So I think that's what the case is, and maybe they'll leave a comment or something later and confirm that, but I think I remember them saying that, which just, just goes to show, like, when there's a will, you find a way. And like they say in the song, you find a way, and they found a way to do, like LithiumVandaL says, the Lillypillies never disappoint. Colin Stanton agrees, they never disappoint. And Lou Reality says, why would music television play music videos? Because they did some focus groups and they found out that, if we actually do these like reality shows, they so that's part of the reason. If we do these reality shows, they focus group test better than just playing music videos. But also the music video thing has changed because of, you just go on YouTube and watch a music video. I remember we used to sit and we used to wait for a video to come on. Like, I hope they're going to play X video that just came out or whatever, because that was the only way you were going to be able to see it. But now it's like, I want to watch this video from some obscure band in 1983 or something. I can just go on YouTube and bring it up immediately. So that kind of does change the game. So it's kind of like, yeah, it'd be cool if they played music videos, but it is kind of, in some respects, it is kind of pointless, because, you can just, it would be better, I think, to play something like the Lillypillies to get them more exposure, so you could sit and say, I'm going to see some stuff that I don't know, I don't know what's coming next, and I'm not going to necessarily be familiar with the artist, but they might be things that I like. So something like this show makes sense, because I'm playing stuff and maybe you haven't heard it before, and so maybe it's new to you, and maybe you find out that it's something that I want to see. But if you already know, like if there's a Tool video, like Gore Team's talking about, I'd stay up late to watch Tool videos. But the thing is, if it's 1 a.m. and you want to watch a Tool video, you can just go on YouTube and watch any Tool video you want. So yeah, I think that's probably the long answer of why MTV doesn't do it. But yeah, it was cool back in the day. I used to live in front of MTV when I was at my friend's boyfriend's house, sleep in a chair right there. Yeah, absolutely. We all did it. TC TV. Man, I as much as I love you, Rock, that also would have been a great title for this show. Anyway, no, I like you, Rock. Because y'all rock. That's why I named it that. Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, this is exactly like Leela's saying. This is our MTV. Absolutely. So anyway, very cool. All right. So they just have an album. So there's a reason I put them there, because they had an album that just came out, and somebody else just had an album that just came out even more recently, and that would be Russ 8889 and his band, The Delicate Giants. So we got a little bit of a promo track, and today is the day. Today is release day, so it's very cool to be fortunate enough to be online while this is happening. And so yeah, the album is out today on 420, of course. And I can't imagine there was any intentionality behind that at all. But so I got a little bit of a kind of a whet your appetite for the album here, and a little promo video from Russ 8889. And then I got something even cooler, which is coming up next. But let's check this out first. It's just called It's Out, because it's out. And yeah, here we go.
In 1961, President Kennedy boldly declared before a joint session of Congress that the United States would send a man to the moon and return him safely to the Earth within a decade.
So seeing as how today is 420, you know what that means. I did the wrong thing there. You know what that means? That means you can go get the album right now. Go. Don't go. Wait till the show's over. But after the show, go and get the album. Just look for The Delicate Giants on all your streaming services if you want to get it on your iPad, or your iPhone, or whatever you want. It's all going to be there. It's already been on Bandcamp for a while now. So that's cool. But we got something even cooler than that from this album. And so that's what I'm going to play for you next. So this is we got an exclusive track off the album. And Russ sent this to me because I listened to the whole thing, and so I'm going to do something a little different than what I normally do. The link that you're going to get is going to be a link to this album, the premiere of it in its entirety on Jade Star's channel, because Russ created an entire, basically a music video for the entire album, plus an additional, I think it's 40 or 45 minutes of bonus content. So I can't even wrap my mind around the amount of time and effort that it must have taken. I think I remember hearing something about it being a 40 gig file when it was done, and it's just mind-blowing the amount of work and effort that Russ has put into this, and it shows, and it's definitely worth, so it's 420, so you might want to go and just, celebrate 420, and while you celebrate 420, watch the album. So I'll be posting, while this plays, I'll be posting a link, and you can save that link, and then after the show, you can go and watch the album premiere if you didn't see it when it originally aired last week. So this is what Russ says. Hello, Tom. Well, this is an exclusive unless you have seen this on Jade Star's channel, which has an extended video version of the album. The album took 6 months to do from start to finish, and if you like Pink Floyd, you'll enjoy the album. It really is worth your time watching the full extended version. It's not just another music video, but more of an experience of 22 tracks, and I can confirm that is absolutely the case. If you can take the time to watch it, I don't think you will be disappointed. So this is a track from the album that was released today on 420. So I can't think of a better accompaniment to 420, and so Russ sent me over one of my favorite, I love the whole album, but this track really stood out to me, so I'm going to have the honor of playing this for you now for the very first time, kind of by itself. And this track is called Calms, and let's bring it into the stream here and give it a look and see. And while we do this, I'm going to post in both in the description and in the chat the link to where you can go to watch the entire album.
These facilities are equally spaced, 120 degrees apart on Earth. Each complex has a 70-meter antenna, as well as 2 smaller, high-efficiency antennas. Satellites close to Earth typically use low-gain antennas, which spread their signals in every direction, making it relatively easy to pick them up here on Earth. Satellites in deep space use high-gain, which focus their radio waves to achieve a much stronger signal once it reaches Earth. The demands placed on deep space communication systems are continuously increasing.
There it is. That was Calms from Moonworks by the Delicate Giants. And you're going to want to go and check out the full album. And there is a link. Jade posted the link to the show on her channel. And you can watch the whole video version. And then after that, go to your favorite streaming service, no matter which one it is. It's on all of them. And download the entire album. And I'll also tell you that you get bonus points if you mention, so there's a track on the album where you may hear a familiar voice from this very show. And you just have to leave a comment under this show after the show is over, and you go watch the album, and then come back to this stream and leave a comment and tell me what track did you hear my voice on. So that'll be your task. That'll be your homework assignment for after you get homework on this show. Like, why wouldn't anybody want to watch the show? Like, I'm giving you homework. The only show where you get homework. It's like going to school, except cooler than that. So everybody's loving it. Yeah. And so that was definitely my favorite track on the album. I just think that, man, that the bass and the synths that are used in this, so cool. There's like kind of like a robotic voice that's happening. The drums, so awesome. And then listening to it a second time, like I hear the panning on the drums from left and right, and some of the hi-hats and stuff. I think that's really cool. And then of course you have Gary, Russ's cousin, with the sweet guitar licks. And you know, he's like, I mean, some people have compared him to like David Gilmour and stuff from Pink Floyd. Like, I can't argue with that. You know, thank you, Russ8889. Really appreciate that. And I hope you all go and experience this album if you haven't already, and get it on your devices. Get it on. Just get it on. That's what it's all about. So, thank you once again, Russ8889, Gary, the Delicate Giants, rocking it again. Now, coming off of the Delicate Giants, I couldn't think of anybody better to go to than somebody I know Russ holds in very high esteem, and I do as well. And that would be Mr. BradExample. And he's got a brand new track for us. And this one's called Little Bird. So, it makes me think of that, what's that, Vince Guaraldi, Peanuts, Little Birdie. Somebody wanted me to sing. There you go. I just sang for you. It's not that, though. It's better than that. Let's see here what Brad has to say about this track. So he says this was a song recorded live for a little news show in the Sioux. Of course, we know the Sioux is Sault Ste. Marie. We love the Sioux. Got lots of cool people up there hanging out and sending in cool tracks. And BradExample is one of them. And he says, my good friend Russ8889 resurrected the song with a beautiful video. Can't thank him enough. And thank you, Thomas, for everything you do each week. You really are awesome, and I love your show. Thank you so much, Brad. And Brad is awesome as well. Brad is very awesome, and he just makes some cool music. He was the featured artist over on Jade Starr's channel this week. So if you've been watching Jade's How to App on iOS show, you've been hearing BradExample's music all week. We're going to hear some right now. This is BradExample and featuring Dave Bahan. I don't know Dave Bahan, but I assume that's a friend of Brad's. So let's check this out. This is Little Bird.
Same old story. He's getting old and lives alone in a brick house. down the road from me and never goes out. Waiting by a phone that never rings. He had a bird once, and every day his bird would sing a sweet song. Never flew away until one day it sang one final love song. And he loves until his heart broke. And he cried sometimes when the little birds sang their lonely love song. Stares out the window down the road from me and watches the kids play. It's an old oak tree that stands between their homes with roots tangled in the clay. And the tears roll down a face that only tears have ever known. And all this time reflecting back a past could have fallen from no man's nameless eyes. And he loves until his heart broke. And he cried sometimes when the little birds sang their lonely love song. Until his heart broke. And he cried sometimes when the little birds sang their lonely love song. Same old story. We're getting old and live alone in these brick homes. The curtains close and life goes on to the sound of a lonely bird's love song.
That was BradExample with his track Little Bird. So yeah, it's just a fantastic song. It's really, really well crafted. I think somebody said it's Michael aka Zland. So it's a nicely crafted tune. It is. And Brad, hey, there goes somebody. You got a great engine on your car there, buddy. Anyway, Brad has such a sincerity in his vocals and such honesty. I think that really comes through, and he really has a beautiful singing voice, I think. And then you add on top of that some great, the acoustic guitar has a lot of presence to it, great tone, and then Russ made this amazing video that goes along with it, and it's just one of those songs that it just kind of tugs at the heartstrings a little bit, and you're not even really sure why completely, but it just has that kind of, it just has that sentimentality to it, and I just think it works really well, and just goes to show like what a great songwriter BradExample is. So Gregory O'Sullivan liked it, Tremor Bear liked it, Russ 8889 liked it, Colin Stanton really liked it, and Russ says it's his favorite song off his album. Yeah, so if you haven't checked it out, Brad has an album out. I think it's on Bandcamp, not Bandcamp, BandLab, that's the place, and it may be other places, and I'm just not sure about that, but it's very cool. So thank you, BradExample, really, really appreciate that and really like that song. And hello to Alex Jean Bell. How are you? Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're all enjoying the show. Hope you're enjoying the tunes. And if you are, there's a couple things that you can do. First of all, you can hit the like button, smash that like button, as they say on a lot of times on the YouTubes, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a show, and be sure to ring the bell so that you get notified every time I go live. And, you know, as Pete Johns likes to say, Sharon is Karen. So what you can do is you can just, if you know somebody who likes the show or you think might be interested in submitting for the show, you can just pass this on to them. And I know some folks have done that, and I really appreciate when people do that because that's what makes the show grow. So really appreciate that. Thank you, SynthVandaL. SynthVandaL, welcome to the stream. By the way, I don't know if I think I said hello to you earlier, but if I didn't, hello. Hope you're having a good day today. And yeah, we got a lot more to go. We better get cracking because there's a lot more to check out here and a lot more to listen to. We're just coming up on, you know what time it is? I'm just looking at my watch. It is actually, it may be just on the verge of 4:20 somewhere, but it's also time for some Markus Kinell. And we've got Markus Kinell up again this week. So he does these awesome instrumental tracks every week, and we really appreciate checking him out. So let's see what he's got for us today. And he's got a song title, and I appreciate this song title. I can pronounce it, and I'm pretty sure I know how to pronounce it. It's Carpo. I don't think there's going to be too much controversy about that one. So, and this is what he says. He says, hello again, another week and another tune. I must say that I love all music you are playing on your shows, and sorry that I can't be here live. So Markus lives over in Sweden. So yeah, it's probably like the middle of the night over there or something. I don't know. But at any rate, I'm happy to play his songs because the stuff that he does is just so awesome, and we really need to take a listen to it. So we're going to take a listen to, that's all he had to say about this one. So we're going to take a listen to Carpo. And so here we go. This is Markus Kinell with Carpo. That was Markus Kinell with Carpo. How awesome was that? So Markus, a lot of times, like, he does like landscapes and you know, like mountains and stuff like that. This time he took us into space. How cool is that? Kind of goes along with the Russ 8889 and Delicate Giants Moonworks theme. We're just we're headed. We got a space theme show today. I know it's weird. We got a couple of songs about flying too, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's weird how like these themes come together out of the blue, like totally unplanned. So, there goes another one. We hear your awesome engine as well. But yeah, that's some really cool visuals to go along with this track, and just bringing the awesome metal, symphonic metal quality that we always get from Markus Kinell. So I really dig it. And I have some exciting news. Next week we're gonna get something a little bit different from Markus Kinell, but it won't be any less cool. So I think next week we're gonna see something that we've not seen from Markus Kinell before. So I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you are as well. But go and check out all the stuff on Markus Kinell's channel, because it's worth checking out, as you can see by that video that you just saw. So very cool. Thank you once again, Markus, and all the best to you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, welcome to the show, Slick Tareo. We got some Slick Tareo coming up in just actually one song after this. So good to see you, Slick, and hope you are doing well as well. But before we get to Slick Tareo, we've got a track here from Michael, aka Zland, and this one's called Tongue and Groove. sounds a little suggestive. I don't know, but let's see what Michael has to say about this. He says, so the song again, Tongue and Groove, he says, "Hi Tom, a dance tune with geopolitical overtones." And you know what? I like all my dance tunes to have geopolitical overtones. So this is gonna be really cool and really awesome to check out. So we're gonna bring it in here, and we're gonna take a listen to Tongue and Groove by Michael, aka Zland. Let's go.
This one.
Very cool. That was Michael, aka Zland, with Tongue and Groove. And yeah, so that was very awesome. I guess the video had some geopolitical overtones. I don't know, but it was fun. It was a fun track, and it had a great sound to it. Makes you want to get up and move, and it's a good dance track, I think. Kim says it's got a lot of cool and interesting sounds. It absolutely does. Another one with great bass. I talked about how important Gary Hubbs loves the bass. I mentioned before when I was talking about the Lillypillies how important having that bass being really strong in the track is. And this track exemplifies exactly that. Mix Club. See, it says right here, I always like it when my sub starts kicking. And your sub is going to be kicking with that track. That's for sure. So, thank you, Michael, a.k.a. Zland. Always a good time and always great tunes. So, we really appreciate that. And we have some other discussions that are happening here in the chat. But yeah, it's very cool. So, thank you, Michael, a.k.a. Zland. Go and check out all of Michael's stuff. He's like so prolific with this stuff and doing awesome music like every week, kind of like Markus Kinell. There is a thread that runs there, I think, and they both are very productive, but also very high quality in terms of their content. So very cool. All right, I promised that we would have some slick Tareo, and I'm not one to let anybody down. So here we go. This is we got one from Slick Tareo. It's called Deleted. And let's see what Slick has to say about this one before we get into the song proper. Let's just take a look and see real quickly here. So, and I will find it. Don't worry. Don't fear. There it is. There it is. All right. It's all good. It's all good. So this is Deleted, and he says this track is the result of combining two songs directly on top of each other. See, I love the spirit of experimentation here. I've been playing the main bluesy sounding riff since the beginning of time, and was in the process of trying to write a new song when suddenly the idea for two ideas became one. I love that. The lyrics are supposed to be about anger and rage itself, about the psychotic maniac that dwells inside some of us that sometimes causes a bit of shame, but don't want to let go of it, for it can be useful in harmful situations. Who wants to be Superman when Superman gives up being Superman? Completely useless. And you know what? I totally understand what you're saying there, and I kind of am inclined to agree. Yeah, there's a part of us that, we need to have that. We need to have that crazy part. Now, sometimes, people go overboard with it, like me, but, you probably don't want to do that. But yeah. All right, so let's check this out. This is Deleted by Slick Tareo.
Thank
That was Slick Tareo in stereo with the track Deleted. So, yeah, that was very, very cool. And what I love about this track is if I hadn't read the description beforehand, I wouldn't have known that there was like two songs superimposed on top of each other. And I only know that because he said that. But it sounded like everything just kind of meshed together really well. So I would have never known that. I love the bass line in that do 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 do. That's awesome. That's great. And it just has this kind of energy to it. And then of course you have these like really cool guitar licks and stuff over the top. And yeah, it just works. It works really well as a track. I also noticed that it sounds like I don't know for sure, but it almost sounds like this track was like not on a grid or something. There was something very natural about the rhythm that sounded like the drums were like played or tapped in or something, and not necessarily just like clicking boxes or whatever people tend to do these days. So it gave it a really raw and punk feel to it, and so I really like it. I think it's a great track. And then you got the Spy vs. Spy. I never knew what that was about. I've seen a couple of those cartoons. I always thought they looked like wasps or something, though. Maybe it's just me. Do they look like wasps? I think they look like wasps. I don't know. It's weird. But that was a great track there. So, and yeah, Mix Club says, yeah, it sounds real. And Phantom Agent is back with Brekkie. Drums were virtual drums on GarageBand. All right, cool. But the thing is, like, whether they were real or virtual, that's not the thing. But it sounds like they were like, it sounds like you weren't just like, it sounds like they were tapped in or something. Like they have the feel of like somebody actually playing the drums as opposed to something like mechanical, which is good because not a lot of tracks have that these days. So, but however you did it, keep doing it that way because it sounds great and it's unique. You know, there's a unique, like I've come to realize there's a Slick Tareo sound and there's a few people I think that I know of that have like distinctive sounds that you just hear the song and you know who it is. And I think it's got that. So cool. Hey, it's Pagan Song. Hello, Pagan Song. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. It's garage. Yeah, it's like garage rock. Yeah, totally. Oh, no, it's not. Don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that. They see in the UK they say garage. That's wrong. But we love them anyway. We love our UK friends. Even though they say GarageBand wrong. Anyway, thank you, Slick Tareo. Awesome stuff. All right, we got another track that's very appropriate for today. This is a cover song, and this is also somebody who has a distinctive sound, I think, too. This is our good friend John David Lee's JDL, and he did a cover. I love this song, by the way. This is a great song. The Drugs Don't Work by the Verve. Love this one, and I can already tell this is going to be fantastic. I think I have already heard this one somewhere along the line, but let's see what he has to say. He says, "Hello, Thomas. This is a cover of a song by the British band The Verve. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. I recorded the vocals in Logic over a backing track." All right, very awesome. So yeah, we're gonna take a listen to this one because it is kind of appropriate for today, isn't it? It's just you couldn't plan this stuff any better. So let's check this out. This is The Verve with "The Drugs Don't Work" covered by JDL.
All this talk of getting old It's getting me down, my love, like a cat in a bag, waiting to drown. This time I'm coming down, and I hope you're thinking of me as you lay down on your side. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. But I know I'll see your face again. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. But I know I'll see your face again. But I know I'm on a losing streak as I pass down by your street. And if you want to show, then just let me know, and I'll sing in your ear again. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. But I know I'll see your face again. 'Cause baby, if heaven falls, I'm coming to, just like you say. You leave my life, I'm better off dead. All this talk of getting old, it's getting me down, my lord, like a cat in a bag, waiting to drown. This time I'm coming down. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. But I know I'll see your face again. 'Cause baby, if heaven falls, I'm coming to, just like you say. You leave my life, I'm better off dead. But if you wanna show, then just let me know, and I'll sing in your ear again. Now the drugs don't work, they just make you worse. But I know I'll see your face again. Yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Oh Lord, yeah, I know I'll see your face again. Oh Lord, I'm never coming down, I'm never coming down no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. I'm never coming down now, I'm never coming down no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. I'm never coming down now, I'm never coming down no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. I'm never coming down now, I'm never coming down no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. I'm never coming down now, I'm never coming down no more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more.
JDL, The Drugs Don't Work, cover of The Verb. Not The Verb. The Verb. Let's try that again. Cover of The Verve. Not The Verb. I don't know what The Verb is, but that's a different band. Anyway, Look, I love, this is my favorite part of this video. JDL nails that vocal. Absolutely nails it. Like, it may be better than the original version. I don't know. It's probably debatable. And then he just looks at the camera like a boss. He just looks at the camera like, yeah, I just did that. I love that. I love that. A little bit of attitude there. I like it. It's but yeah, the adverb. There we go. We're just coming up with new names for this band. Anyway, yeah, he just nailed that. Absolutely nailed it. Slam dunk, home run, touchdown, hole in one, whatever you want to call it. Whatever sports analogy you want to put on that one, you can put it on, because he did a fantastic job with that, and he should really be proud. I like the video is simple. I think that's just like a filter in. I think that's just a filter in. We were talking before about iMovie. I think that's just a filter in iMovie, but it works, and it's See, there's some discussion about our friends across the pond. Our friends in the UK, so it's for them. It's goal. The best part of soccer, absolute best part of soccer, is the rare occasion when a goal is scored. It doesn't happen very often. It happens only a couple times a game, but yeah, it's great. So awesome stuff. Keep rocking, JDL. And be sure to go and subscribe. And so I mentioned some ways you can help if you're digging the show, if you like the show, if you like what I'm doing here on the show. You can share the show, you can subscribe, you can hit the like button. And another thing you can do is there is a link to donate. It's paypal.me/Thomas Christ Music. And I have to thank some folks who very generously, I think Lily was one of them, and very generously donated in the last show because I didn't have a pop filter. And look, I got a pop filter, and not only do I have a pop filter, it's a really good one. It's a metal one. You can hear that. It's better than any of the ones I had before. So thank you so much. And that's the great thing about it. So that's another way that if you like the show, and you can also send a song in, bit.ly/YouRockSubmit, because if we don't have songs, we don't have a show, and I got to get about like 20 songs a week at least to do the show. So make sure you send those tracks in. I know there's a lot of shows around, and you should send them into all the shows. That's what I say. So send them to Ron, send them to Pete, but send them to me as well. Anyway, so now I'm going to do something a little different. Sometimes, with good friends, sometimes I call on the class, and sometimes I pick on people in the class. Chris Peasy says and so I can say your name, Chris Peasy. My P's sound better. Thank you. So sometimes I will pick on the class, certain close friends of the channel, and I really needed something here for a halftime headbang. We like to do that around here. And even though I got a track from Kev Hart, it's a really serious track, and it's about a serious issue. I just didn't think that would be quite appropriate for the halftime headbang. It just, we'll get to that one because that's coming up next. But so I thought I'd play a track I've never played on this channel before, and because I know where to go when I need heavy music. There's one place to turn, and that place is to the lovely and talented Jade Starr. And so a couple years ago, she did an album under, she has a lot of different names that she records under: Dread Circus, Utensils, that some of them, and another one, and of course FMC, if you know what that one means. But one of the cool ones that she did so Pete Johns, if you're familiar with Studio Live Today, has a Song Timber challenge that he does every year, and she took that challenge. You're supposed to make a song for the month of September, and she took that on and made a whole EP, and it was by this, so it was called MEtheist. And so I always love this track. It's one of my favorite things that Jade's done, and I've never played it on the show before. So I think for our halftime headbang, I think we need to have a little bit of MEtheist. So let me get that up and happening. Actually, the song that I wanted to play off this EP was Idiocracy, but the thing is, I'd have to go to a topic channel because it's not on Jade Starr's actual channel. So I just figured, and we got the video for World Divided. So I'm going to play World Divided, and it's also a great song. So let me bring that one in. And here we go. This is our halftime headbang for today. This is Jade Starr, MEtheist, World Divided. Let's check it out. That was our halftime headbang for today. MEtheist with World Divided. And it seems like the world is just as divided as it was back in 2020. Probably more so. So, yeah. But the song fucking kicks ass. Whole album, the whole EP kicks ass. And if you haven't checked it out, you got to check it out. It's just awesome. And there's a lot of truth in the lyrics as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's just great stuff. And look at this. We got exclusive info here. New MEtheist coming in September, finally. Yeah. I can't wait for that. And I watched this whole video come together. You can do that if you go to Jade Starr's channel. Of course, I posted the link there. So she did the whole track on the show, how to app on iOS, and bought all these masks and wigs and stuff, and the gas mask and everything, and the old lady mask. It was hilarious, and it was a great time, and fond memories of. It's kind of a weird time in the world, but I have fond memories of that time and watching that, and kind of early in the how to app on iOS timeline, but no less cool. And look at that video. I mean, it's just a great video. Darth Vader's drumming, and yeah, it's just cool stuff. Thank you, Jade. And I'm always happy to play some Jade Starr, because, like I said, when I need to go and get some heavy music, I know where to turn. I turn to Jade Starr. Of course, she does a wide variety of different styles of music, and that's just one of them, but it's one that she does extraordinarily well. You know who else does that style of music extraordinarily well? And actually, they have a band together called The Seer, but this is Kev Hart, and he's got his own project called Metal Shack, and he sends this track in, The Masks You Wear. So I caught this. He uploaded this the other day, and it's the quality you always expect from Kev Hart and Metal Shack, but this one's about like a serious topic, so that's why I kind of like, I want to treat it with a little bit more seriousness. So I know that this is about domestic violence. I don't know, the whole story behind it. And this is what he says. It's called The Masks You Wear. And he says, don't tend to write songs about personal experiences, but this time I did. Hope you're well, man. I hope you are well as well, Kev Hart. So let's take a listen to this one. And, this is a great track, and I think you're gonna really dig this one. I dig everything Metal Shack does. Hell. Here we go. This is The Masks You Wear by Metal Shack.
Desire, disdain, a lesson learned, I'm here to blame. The mask failed you again. And hold her close and keep him safe. A shadow on your soul will wane. The mask failed you again. For you, forgain, forgive, forsake, confess your demise as we take away this power undefined, this fallacy. take away this power undefined. This fallacy, no integrity, no divinity, no pride. This mask you wear, the mask you wear, your crime.
That was Metal Shack with The Masks You Wear. So this is like a very, first of all, it's a very heavy track about, and I mean heavy in terms of, the subject matter and taking on a very serious issue in domestic violence. And I don't know what, the specifics of what inspired this, but you can hear the passion in the vocals from the beautiful singing that he does in the beginning and end of the track, and then it kind of comes to this crescendo with the agonizing sort of screams that you hear in the middle section of the track. And of course, from a musical standpoint, just like brilliantly recorded. Everything is mixed perfectly. You get this like really great and thick guitar tone, and that's kind of the signature of Metal Shack. It's just this great high quality metal, and and you can definitely hear though the intensity and the seriousness of what he's singing about and the conviction in his vocals. Now I can't make out all the words necessarily, but certainly get a sense of it and how significant it is to him. So just a great track all around and a really awesome job, and it's just like what you've come to expect from Metal Shack. So if you're not hooked up and subscribed to Metal Shack and just listening to everything he does, you got to be, because he is a metal god. There it is. Jade Star put it perfectly, I think, there. So it's really, really awesome. Jade said he recorded that song whilst having COVID. Oh, man. That's the thing. Like, you can't keep Kev Hart down. You really can't. He's going to do awesome stuff. COVID or no. It's just like, it's so cool to see. And yeah, it's you gotta check it out. That's all I gotta say, And all the stuff he's done, he's very prolific. He writes a lot of music, and he's doing stuff with Jade, and he's been doing stuff with Cy Effin, and so yeah, you gotta check it out. By the way, speaking of Cy Effin, I don't want to forget this. Cy, and maybe Jade can post the link in the chat, just something to like put a pin in. So Cy Effin is gonna be doing a live stream, I hear. He did one a while back, and I guess he's going to do another one on Saturday. So it's kind of like in the middle of the afternoon for people in the United States. I think like 4 p.m.-ish Eastern time. So just, hit your reminder button or whatever. I don't think that reminder button even does anything, but just go subscribe to the channel, and then you'll get the notification when he goes live, because he does great stuff with synths and everything. So I'm sure he's going to put on a great show, and you're going to want to go and check it out. So, and unfortunately, he's doing it at a time. It's like the one short period of time on Saturday when I can't be there. So I'll have to check out the replay, but I know it's going to be awesome, and I know if you're around, you're going to want to go see it. So maybe hopefully Jade will get the link in there for us, so we know where to go, and make sure you go check that out, because I think it's going to be cool. So there you go. But thank you, Kev Hart. There you go. There's the link to the No MSI effing live stream. You're going to want to effing check it out. That's what I like to say. So anyway, so go check that one out and bookmark that, or whatever the case may be. Subscribe to the channel so you know when it goes live. That way you can watch it. All right, cool. So let's check out our next track, and we're gonna go back to the Sioux. We've been to the Sioux. We're going back to the Sioux, and yeah, it's our good friend Gortium85, and he sends us this one. We've been hearing these tracks, these live off the floor tracks, improvised from high speed dub police, is what he calls this project. So, and this one's called No Way Out. So let's find out about this one from Gortium himself and see what's going on here. All right, so he says, hello, this is the second and final high-speed dub police track recorded live off the floor 2018, so a few years ago. And the cover art and sample triggers are by Corey Rideout. And the keys are Terrence Gomes, no relation as far as I know to Jerry Gomes. We got also on keys is Gortium 85. He also says my work schedule changed, so not sure if I'll be able to keep catching the shows live. It's been a wild ride with all you wonderful people. You've made such a positive impact on my life. You've made a positive impact on our lives as well. Gortium 85. Hopefully you can keep sending stuff in if you got stuff to send in, and we'll play it. And if you can't be here live, and I say this for everybody, if you can't be here live, there's always replay available. So I don't hesitate to play songs from cool people. If whether they can be here or not doesn't really matter to me, because you know what, I gotta fill out a show, so I'll play it. You send it in, and if it meets the very narrow, very basic criteria that I have, then I will absolutely play it. And 95% of things that get sent in probably will get played on the show. So anyway, let's check this out. This is going to be really good. As always, from Gortium 85, this is No Way Out by his project High Speed Dub Police.
A lifelike story that's so easy to make and so wonderful to see. Right now, your Kodak dealer has a world of new movie cameras to help you capture all the action and color. And new automatic movie projectors, too. You'll find them at photo stores featuring special Kodak 1961 Cameraland display. With these new cameras by Kodak, you'll find that movies are just as easy to take a snapshot.
detective set. The Tommy Burst has automatic bull's action. Fire off a burst of 10 shots. Pull the bulls again, you're reloaded. Or fire single shots like a rifle. The Tommy Burst alone is $3. In the detective set, you also get the snub-nose 38 and snap-draw shoulder holster. The pistol fires greeny stickum caps and shoots safe shooting shells. The exciting new Tommy Burst detective set includes wallet, badge, and ID card.
That was High Speed Dub Police with No Way Out. There's no way out when you're under suspicion of the High Speed Dub Police. I feel like the High Speed Dub Police are probably like the only police you would want to be arrested by. Like, I would probably, I'd willingly turn myself in to the High Speed Dub Police, because I feel like they would come and they would take you to like a really cool party where like Gore Team 85 is playing music like this. Be like, yeah, you look like somebody who needs to go downtown to where Gore Team 85 is playing, and we're gonna lock you up and make you listen to great music like that. So, and by the way, speaking of great music, like I don't know of any better, like the Department of whatever that helps to promote moving to the Sault Ste. Marie area. I don't know if like you could have a better sort of advertisement for like you need to move to Sault Ste. Marie than like you're gonna get to go and hear like. So just this week you had concerts by Mike Haggith. You know, we all know if you've been around the channel a little bit, you know Mike Haggith. And there was another show by Man Feelings, Billiam James and company. And you know them if you've been around the channel a little while. So how cool is that? Like, I want to move to Sault Ste. Marie. I mean, and plus there's free healthcare and stuff, and you know, being that today's 420, cannabis is legal there. So I don't know. Like, what's the downside? Where's the downside to moving to Sault Ste. Marie? I guess there's a lot of snow. I guess that's the bad part. I don't know. But anyway, like, how awesome is that? So yeah. And the track is great. I love this kind of experimentation with these 80s sort of sounds, and you got these samples coming in. It sounds like maybe some, I don't know where the samples come from, but it sounds like maybe some cartoon shows and stuff in there. And I don't know. I think it's really awesome. And yeah, there's a lot of good bass in there. I think Mix Club was saying about the bass, and the subs are happy with that one. So what you want to do is go and sub Gore Team 85 if you haven't done that, because he's always releasing cool music like this, and the Coax Chrome stuff, and even more other than that. He's just got a lot of stuff, a lot of different projects, and yeah, and you get a little taste of what it's like to I guess live in the Sioux. Gore Team says no, you don't. Yeah, you like people never want you to like live in where they live, because they know all the stuff that you don't think about. Like I might tell somebody to move to Pittsburgh, but I might not. There's downsides and upsides to it, but yeah. To me, it seems like the Sioux would be a pretty cool place. You get to go listen to some Mike Haggith. You get to go listen to Gore Team 85. You get to listen to Man Feelings and some other Slick Tareo. Slick Tareo's up that way, so maybe he does some live shows. I don't know. And so yeah. Wayx says no fucking way, man. The Sioux's terrible now. Get over here, Tom. Slick Tareo, different story from Slick Tareo. So I don't know. We're getting two different stories here. So anyway, Canada wouldn't have me. Believe me, I'd be there already. You gotta. You gotta have some employment lined up or something to be able to move, or education or something like that. Hey, it's the Lillypillies. Welcome to the stream. We played you early on in the show, so you might wanna catch the replay a little bit later. So very cool though. We dug the track. We dug Remedy. It was awesome. So, and Gore Team 85, High Speed Dub Police, that was awesome as well. Thank you so much for that, and always appreciate hearing from you. Hope you can at least, if you can't be here live, I hope you can keep sending us cool music, because we love to hear more Gore Team 85, of course. So, and Wayak and Man Feelings and Mike Haggith, all the Sioux crew. If we can't move to the Sioux, would like to at least hear the music. You know what I mean? That's the cool thing. So we're going to go to a completely different area of the world, and we're going to go visit a very happy person. And then it's HappyRon all the way down in sunny San Diego. That's another place to, move to potentially. If you can't go hang out in the Sioux, you could go hang out with HappyRon in sunny Southern California. If you can afford to live there, it's a great place to be. But let's see what HappyRon has for us today to lift our spirits. So he's got a song here, and this is a song for and about those of us on the autistic spectrum. So this is an important topic, and I'm sure that HappyRon has some insight that he's going to give to us here. So this is a song called "Thank You for Being My Friend," and it's HappyRon. Really, he's like a friend to us all, I think. But this is HappyRon. Thank you for being my friend. Let's take a listen to this one.
Some people you wanna talk to every chance you can. You walk into a room and they greet you with a grin. You like who you are, so much better when you're with them. So thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being my friend. Some people you wanna talk to when each week comes along. You know that they'll support you and help you to feel strong. You hope they'll love your stories like the chorus of a song. So thank you for being my friend. 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 Some people you wanna talk to when something happens that's new. You know life's best moments won't seem real until you do. And every day I'm glad I found my way to you. So thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being my friend. When can we do this again? Thanks a lot, everybody.
That's HappyRon with "Thank You for Being My Friend." Thank you, Ron, for being all of our friends. Like, it's super cool to actually be able to see all this and do all this. Oh, geez. I don't know about that one. Yeah, you know, you got a few in every room, don't you? Anyway, yeah, that was a great track, and so I feel like I'm sure this is already the case, but you know, HappyRon, if you're not ending all of your shows with that song, I'm sure you probably are. I feel like that's like the you know, finale to a HappyRon show, but you should be, because it's like a perfect closer. But I have a feeling that's already the case. So it's always super catchy song, says the Lillypillies. Yeah. And it looks like it's featuring a lot of different people that are coping with living with autism, and so that's very cool and very awesome. And you know, it's a misunderstood thing, and you know, hey, there we go. Usually end with terribly happy, but maybe this would be better. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it could work. I think it could work for sure. But yeah, featuring like some people that are living with autism, and that's very cool. And you know, it is a misunderstood thing, and you know, I certainly don't know everything there is to know about it, and I don't think a lot of us do. And it's always great to hear from people who are to understand and know what that's all about, and can impart that knowledge onto us, because the more informed we are, the better we can treat our fellow humans, because you know, we're going to encounter people with we're getting some fun folks in here. They have to be shown, you know, they have to be shown a little bit of manners and respect. So, but yeah, you know, we're going to encounter all sorts of people with different situations, and it's good to know more about these things, just so we can be better fellow humans to other people that we may meet. And that's great. I love it. And of course, the music is always great, and you got that upright bass from Paul, and yeah, it's good stuff. And this song, like, I know HappyRon, like, sometimes he goes by gets the comparison with like Fred Rogers, and I hear it in this one a lot. I could definitely hear Mr. Rogers singing this song. You know, he was taken too soon from us. Great man from my own hometown of Pittsburgh, and I actually lived in Latrobe, where he was from, for a while. So that's very cool. So yeah, great stuff. Thank you, HappyRon, for sending that in. Really appreciate it. Always good to hear from you. All right. So we got a new person that we're gonna feature on the show here, and I'm excited about it. We got actually a couple new people here toward the end, and one of them is Rhett James, but you probably know him better as Mix Club. Gary said, "I get the weirdest bots." I really do. And I don't know. Usually they leave me alone, actually, but I don't know. I guess today is the day. Anyway. So yeah, you probably know Rhett James better as Mix Club, but Mix Club has sent a track into us, and we're gonna check it out. I think it's pretty cool. He's been doing a lot of stuff over on his Mix Club channel, doing live streams and things, but this is what he has to say. He says, "Hi TC, Rhett James with the Mix Club. This is a track from back in the day when my band was still playing. I think we tracked this back in 1999. Wow. So it goes back a little ways, but we're going to take a listen and see, because I really haven't heard Rhett's music, but we're going to hear it right now. This is When I Ever Fly by Rhett James.
Whenever I second guess the weather, you know I get rained on every time. Seems deeper the ocean I must cross becomes higher the mountain I must climb. Walking down the middle of a dirt road, over my shoulder is a avenue. I'm traveling backwards now, don't follow. Think of me sometimes, I don't think
That was Rhett James with Whenever I Fly. So I told you we'd get some flying songs in here, and so that's one of them. Anyway, man, so the Mix Club is something that you probably want to belong to because he's got a great mix there on that track. It sounds like got a bit of a country feel to that one for sure. And he actually says here, just a old country southern rock dude. So yeah, I get that feel from the song. And I seem to remember, I could be totally wrong about this. Are you actually living in Nashville, Mix Club? Are you out of Nashville? I can't remember. I could be totally off with that one, but I don't know. It definitely has a Nashville sort of sound to it, for sure. And Slick Tareo says, "Wicked. This reminds me of so many great artists." Yeah, like all the kind of country southern rock. I'll readily admit that that's not exactly like stuff that I necessarily listen to a lot of, but I can appreciate good music, and it's very well done. Like, got some slide guitar in there and stuff, which is very cool. And so I think, like, if there's a sign up, it's actually no Illinois, but I work out of there for years. Okay, so maybe you were talking about that in a live stream at some point, and that's where I got that from. I don't know, but at any rate, like, it seems like the Mix Club is something that you might want to, like, I don't know if there's a sign up for that or something, because I think we could all use a little bit of mix work in our lives, the learning about mixing and stuff, and it seems like you might have some knowledge to impart. So go on over. I think the easiest way to join the Mix Club is probably just to go and subscribe to the Mix Club channel, and then you can learn how to make stuff like this with this kind of quality. It's great quality, to be honest with you. So thank you so much, Mix Club. Really appreciate that one. Reality says, "Mix me, baby." Wayx says, "Pretty cool." Yeah. No, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's very, it's kind of, like, you could hear this on the radio or like on, I don't know, CMT or something like that. Definitely, for sure. But it's got a little bit of, it's a country and rock at the same time. So yeah, go on over and sign up to the Mix Club by subscribing to the Mix Club channel. It's that easy. All right. Thank you very much, Rhett. Really appreciate that. Every time I hear Rhett, I think of the only other Rhett that I know is Rhett McLaughlin from the great Good Mythical Morning. So I don't know if you're a fan of Good Mythical Morning or not, but Rhett McLaughlin and Link Neal, cool guys over there. They got a great channel. Love their stuff. They have their so a lot of people, everybody knows Good Mythical Morning, but my favorite thing that they do is actually they do ear biscuits. It's like this where they just sit and talk for like about an hour. It's like a podcast sort of a thing, and it's always really cool. It's always really interesting stuff. So I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, but it's cool. All right. We got another new person to the channel here, and that is Roque of Avalonetta, and we're going to take a listen. He's got a track here that he sent in, Electric Quintet number 5. So it seems like we're going to get some like instrumental type of music here, and that's always cool and interesting to hear from. So I first saw Roque over in Pete John's channel, and it's been cool to see him come over here. He's been here for the last few shows, I think. So this is what Roque has for us. Electric Quintet number 5. He says, "Weekend MIDI composer, play guitar and keys, love classical music and metal genres." We like metal for sure. Make music is a safety valve. Cheers. All right. So let's get this happening here for us. So bring this in to the stream, and let's go ahead and take a listen to Electric Quintet number 5 by Roque of Avalonetta. Here we go. It was Roque of Avalonetta with Electric Quintet number 5. And yeah, that was a complex piece of music. This is quite a ride. I agree. Yeah. So you got, like, there's a metal thing going on, and it's not easy. Like, I know, because I've done it before, to get, like, to use, like, MIDI and stuff to get a guitar sound. That's a tricky thing to do. And Roque has done a pretty good job of it, I think, here. And it's pretty convincing. There used to be a great VST synth that was available for, it was only PC, I think. It was ReFX Slayer 2. That was probably the best electric guitar, especially for, like, metal type stuff, that was ever available. Unfortunately, it was a 32-bit VST. It's kind of gone the way of the Dodo Bird at this point, and I don't think they ever produced, like, a 64-bit version of it, and it's not available for Mac, but I wish there was. I also know that Ample Sound, I think, is another one that has some really good guitars, but they're really expensive. And there's virtually nothing in terms of iOS. The iOS is very limited. There's probably a few, like Sample Tank, I think, has some decent guitars, but it's kind of tough. And I'm guessing, because I'm and I don't know a lot about the recording process here, but I'm guessing because I found Roque originally on Pete John's channel that he probably is using GarageBand. I don't know that, though, for sure. So But at any rate, it's a fantastic composition. And then you have these sections where it goes from like this heavy metal. There's some really cool synth sounds that are happening in there too. I've noticed like some pads and some lead sounds. And then it goes over into like classical mode, and it's like Bach or something with this like more like acoustic guitar type of sound. And you have this, it's very complex, very sophisticated, and I like it. I think it's great. So it's, you know, maybe even like a little bit of some shared territory between what Roque is doing, what somebody like a Markus Kinell, but this is a little more, I think, in like the death metal kind of, I don't know, like a darker kind of metal. I don't know, but it's very cool, and I like it. I think, like, man, imagine if Roque were to collaborate with somebody like a Kev Hart or like Markus Kinell or like Jade Starr or somebody, and get those, like, get some like real guitars in that. Like, holy shit, that'd be amazing. But it's really good as it is, and I think it could, you know, certainly be used. Like, I could see that being used in like a modern video game or something. I think they would go for that, or just like, so, I don't know, something. It's really good though. That's the thing. It's really awesome. So I'm glad. Thank you so much for sending that in, Roque. Chris Lane says Roque is an epic modern composer. Mozart would approve. Yeah, absolutely. And Mix Club says, yeah, nice movement. Love it. And also, I wanted to comment also on the video. The video goes really, really well with the music. I think the cuts are timed really well in terms of kind of keeping up with the beat and everything. And yeah, I just think like the clips that were chosen really fit, the pictures and things that were chosen for that really fit well with the music. Lou Reality says like modern opera. Yeah, it just needs like somebody singing over top of it, you know. So really cool. Thank you, Roque Avalonetta. Can't wait to hear what else you've got for us. So really appreciate that one. All right, let's keep on moving. And I see like Chris Lane is here. We got a track by Mr. Chris Lane, and it's called Let's Fly. So let's find out about this track, and let's get a little backstory on Let's Fly. See what we got here. All right. So Chris Lane says, saw your video. Oh yeah, the promo video. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. And this one has not been played on your show. This is a song of hope for those fighting through tough times, featuring Dominic Torregrossa, aka John Dominic's guitar solo. The song is an effort to have the lush, full sound of the late 70s that I grew up listening to. Yeah, a lot of great music came out of that late 70s kind of time period. So we're going to bring this on over into the stream. Here we go. And we're going to check out Let's Fly. Chris Lane Sr.
It holds you hostage in your tears, a prisoner of all your fears. Don't cry, baby, don't cry. I'll find you up and make you whole. Do my best to heal your soul.
That was Let's Fly by Chris Lane Sr. And so yeah, we got this flying theme going on today. It's weird. So we had of course Russ's and the Delicate Giants Moonworks album. We had Markus Kinell with his space themed instrumental track and video, and then we had Whenever I Fly by Rhett James, and now we've had Let's Fly by Chris Lane Sr. So we're just flying all over the place. It's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, it was a great track. Really awesome work on the vocals, and a nice job on the video as well. You got a powerful voice there, Chris, and it's very good. And I think the songwriting there is top notch. The recording quality is really great. I think your mixing is right where it needs to be, and yeah, it's just super cool. So thank you so much for that. Yeah. That's what it was. So we had some Avalanche, Colorado Avalanche Avs references by Gary Hubbs. I was looking up to see, like, I knew these players, but I couldn't remember what team they played for. I guess Chris. Yeah, I think I remember Chris Lane saying he's a Colorado Avalanche fan, and yeah, that's cool. That's Western Conference, so we'll see what happens. Thank you, Chris Lane. Really appreciated the track, and yeah, we're on the precipice of playoffs. My Pens, I don't know what to say, man. They are. You lose your starting goaltender right before the playoffs. It's like that's a kick in the pants, isn't it? And then I know Pete's got his Rangers, and they look good. I think they could go. I think they could go at least to that. That may be the final. It may be a Pete versus Chris Lane Stanley Cup final this year. That Rangers versus Colorado Avalanche. We'll see which ones. Chris Peasy says, "Let's go Pirates." Are you talking about the Pittsburgh Pirates? Oh God. I like the Pens' chances a lot more than I like the Pirates' chances. Let's put it that way. You only go as far as your goalie takes you. Yeah, and our goalie now is Chris DeSmith. Or, is that his name? Yeah. DeSmith, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. And Gary Hubb says, Canucks are a Western Conference rival of the Avalanche, so I know some history. Yeah, so you probably know them better than I do. I just know they're out there. I know they're good. I know they're one of the best teams in the league right now. So don't sleep on the Avalanche. I don't think anybody is. And Lou Reality says, since the Kraken is nowhere, go Rangers. Yeah, I thought history might repeat itself with you had the Vegas came right out of the gate with that expansion draft that seems to be a little overly generous, and Vegas came right out of the gate and went right into the playoffs and everything, and I actually think they made the Stanley Cup final, or they got close to it their first year, and yeah, I don't think the history didn't repeat itself with the Kraken. So I guess the expansion draft isn't that generous, but anyway, take care, Mix Club. Have a good night. All right, we got about 3 more tracks left to go. So we better get cracking, as they say. Anyway, we got one from Conspiracy Media. This is another new submission to the channel. We haven't heard from Conspiracy Media before, but we're hearing from him now. So let's see. He actually sent in 2 submissions. I'm going to play one of them, one of the 2, and maybe we'll check out the other one next week. Let's see what we've got here from Conspiracy Media. This it's just titled "Cool Melodic Rock," and David Below live stream. I guess that's Conspiracy David Below. He says, I started playing again after 20 years and use YouTube backing tracks for improvised leads. Most of my work is live and improvised. I'm currently looking into DAW to create my own backing tracks for the future. Using OBS Studio, I'm able to capture all my live performances from many different open mic karaoke style channels in the community. Well, that's very cool. All right. So let's check this. Let's check this one out. This cool melodic rock from David Below Conspiracy Media. Here it is, and we're gonna give this a spin right here on You Rock. Here we go.
Nice one, man.
All right, there we go. That was Conspiracy Media with cool melodic rock. So I gather I think I made a mistake before. I think David Below must be the guy doing the live stream, and Clay is the guitar player there behind Conspiracy Media. So that was, that's a heck of a talent. Really, really, really skilled guitar player there. It's evident to see. It should be in a band or something. Yeah, it's great stuff, and I can definitely hear, like somebody said in here in the chat, I think it was Folk Punk. Hello to Folk Punk, by the way. Welcome to the stream. That he plays the guitar like a vocalist singing, and yeah, I can hear that for sure. Absolutely. So thank you so much for that, sending that in, Conspiracy Media, and your other track will hopefully get to that one for next week's show. So that's always cool. Hey, Roque, we played your track just about, what was it, 10 minutes ago or so. So, yeah. So it was very good, and we all enjoyed it. Yes, we are still live. We're still happening. So we got about 2 more tracks here to go. I saved the most interesting one for last. We'll get to that. But we've got another new submitter. I need a better word for that. Was having supper. All right, cool. Very cool. But yeah, we got another new what's the word? We need a better word. We need a new artist. The new artist that will be featured here on the channel tonight. And that is Glitch. And I already like the name. I like the name Glitch. I feel like only good things can come from somebody named Glitch. So let's find out a little bit more about this submission here. And from Glitch, here we are. Okay. So, Glitch, the title of the song is Seek Me Out. And he says, hi, I'm a home producer based in the UK. I'm really a multi-genre artist, but recently I've been rocking with my mate's beautiful Telecaster. For this one, I sampled the drum track from the Guitar Maps channel. He approves. The rest is all mine. This song is the 5th of my latest project, Doom Girls. That sounds cool. My previous project was also a rock project called Shadow Men, a 14-song playlist on my channel. All right. So with that in mind, we're going to bring that on in so we can take a listen to it. So here we go. This is Glitch with Seek Me Out.
Seek me, can you check me out? I hear the walls are closing in every day. Take me, can you tell I'm alone in here? Bring me out and show me the way. Your love is burning me, a spiteful remedy. This prison that I hold in my heart. Come on and seek me out. You're speaking, I just shout. Can see you when you're hiding in the dark.
That was Seek Me Out by Glitch. I like it. I'm a Glitch fan. I think that's a great track, and it's got a really like raw punk rock kind of feel to it. I love that guitar sound. It's just that crunchy, fuzzy sort of guitar that it's so cool. And yeah, you know what? I agree with Lou Reality here. It's like a 90s Seattle vibe. It's got that 90s kind of feel to it, where you could have, you know, the kind of, you know, it's just very, very, it's not super polished, and it's, you know, it's just kind of, you know, feels, I don't know what the word is, like, because the track is very well crafted, I think, in terms of arrangement. Vocals are excellent, but it just has that like raw, like, you know, just like slammed into like a 4-track kind of a sound. Very cool. Says Feisty Feather. Yeah, but I don't know. I just like it, and I think it's good. I like it, and I think it's good. That's the I like it, and I think it's good. Put that in a YouTube comment. There you go. No, but it's a great job on that track, and so this is our first time. Yeah, kind of lo-fi. That's a good word. That's a good word. I like that. After 3 hours, words kind of escape me a little bit. So I like when people supply words. That's helpful. So yeah, but it's definitely awesome, and I dig it. I can't wait to hear more from Glitch. I think that's cool. So I like it, and I think it's cool. I think I need a T-shirt. There you go. That's something for the merch store. I do have a merch store. You can check that out down in the description. I need to make a shirt. I like it, and I think it's cool. I'm gonna put that on it. Anyway, you know, we're just it's getting to silly time, isn't it? Toward the end. But hey, don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. And yeah, and we do have, if you want to submit a track, bit.ly/urock submit is the way to do it. And if you want to donate to the channel, paypal.me/Thomas Christ Music. All of that is in the description. All of that. You can find all of that down there in the description. So we're going to finish off tonight in a very fun way. And we're going to finish with the band described as the best band in the whole world. SBD. All right. So we've got a track from SBD. I want to tell you that this is Wayek and Gore Team 85, among other, maybe a few other people. I don't know. Might just be them. Anyway, they've sent a, you know, you put a description in for the song, and this description is like yay big. So I'm gonna read it because I'm contractually obligated to read it. And so let me find this one. I better like clear my throat here. I read all of this. Oh my goodness. Fuck you, Wayek. Anyway, yo, what is up, Tommy Hilfiger? Another week brings us to our latest submission by SBD. Last week was just a simple little taste of what was to come to give you guys a sneak preview of what you might come to expect. Now the story and songs of SBD could really be played out, kind of like a book. So I think I'm going to try it this way, lol. So now we can properly begin, and what better place to start with the song that started it all, Rock, Paper, Scissors. So, Chapter 1, The Beginnings, Part 1. Fuck. This was taken from the second time all three of us got together, and we were just messing around and playing a few covers. We were taking a break and doing sinkers in the storage room when I don't even know what that means. When a battle of rock, paper, scissors took place to determine who was going to get the next one. As we were pumping our fists getting ready to draw said weapons, S will come back. We'll come up with a nickname for him later. Would play 4 distinct beats on the milk crate. he was sitting on. Right then and there, the clouds parted and a beam of luminescent absinthe green light shone down upon us, which awakened the very being of our souls, and we heard a voice that spoke to us the absolute truth. After that, everything as we knew it was changed. There was no good or evil. There was no rock or roll. The stairway doesn't lead to heaven. The escalator doesn't lead to hell. Metal was no longer heavy. I can't share what the voice told us, but something was starting to become clear, but I didn't know what it was at the time, and I exclaimed, "Guys, this is our song!" We laughed and joked about it for a bit and talked about how it would be very deliberately corny and have these funny parts in the middle where it sounds like the whole song is falling apart and coming off the hinges. The three of us proceeded to drink more beer and absinthe into the night and recorded this song, along with two others from this session, which were a little hazy to me. The next day, me and Gore team evaluated the recordings from the session, and that something started becoming even more clear. We couldn't be a cover band. Tune in next week for more from the SBD saga. Same TCSBD time, same TCSBD channel. Oh, hey, as you're reading this, you should do it in like a real spooky voice. And do you have absinthe green colored spotlight you can use? No, I don't. I wish I did, actually. Oh, Schwitz, I just realized I'm not typing in disco. So there you go. That's the description of the song. That's just the description. Merely the description. So, with that intro in mind, we bring you to the very last song of the show, which is Rock, Paper, Scissors by SBD. And I know you want to hear it now after that long soliloquy of an introduction. Here we go. This is Rock, Paper, Scissors. All right, we got a little preview of probably next week's track. Anyway, that was Rock, Paper, Scissors by SBD, and that is Gortium Wayak and S. Somebody named S, I guess, is the drummer. I don't know. Yeah, and it was exactly as described. So it did exactly what it was expected to do. The middle of it was The middle of it was almost coming off the hinges, and then it got back together. I know the words. I think they're rock, paper, scissors. I'm just taking a guess. I don't have like a lyric sheet in front of me, but I think that's it. Anyway, yeah. Like, first of all, like, is there any band that's more fun to be in than that one? It seems like they had a ton of fun recording that. And, you know, some bands, like, they get really serious and they're going to be like, you know, we're going to really nail this part and we're going to really do this and we're going to come up with this cool hook and we're going to fuss over a solo for like 3 days and, you know, takes us like a month to record one song. And then there's this, and it's just having fun, making music fun. And that's important. That was fun. That's what the Lillypillies say. Wait, I really had to take a piss. That was the other lyric that was in there. So that has to be notated. Like in parentheses in the lyric sheet, you have rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, parentheses. I really have to take a piss. So, yeah. But yeah, it you just have fun like that and come up with crazy stuff and you know, and have this raw, you know, there's a great drum fill by the drummer there at the end too. So yeah, Gore Team says that was the most fun I ever had in a band and most intoxicated as well. Yeah, I mean, you know, it kind of lubricates things a little bit, doesn't it? Anyway, peak fun, says Chris Peasy. Omna collective creativity. Even Dream Theater is not 100% serious when composing their masterpieces. The inside joke, yeah, there's tons of inside jokes with Wayek and Gortium, and you know, Affleck and Rogaine and all that stuff. That I guess you had to be there. The thing is, not all of our songs were like that. You need to go along for the ride to hear how we actually evolved. Even that song got kind of different later. Okay. Well, we're gonna look forward to hearing more of this crazy awesomeness that is SBD. That was our first song. That's what we were known for the first little bit. Okay, cool. Affleck and Rogaine. There we go. All right. So that'll do it for this edition of the 32nd episode. Can you believe it? Of You Rock. So I mentioned earlier I did make I think I'm going to go out today on this. I made a little promo for the show. So before I go, I'll mention just once again, yeah, Rip Gilbert Godfrey. Very, very sad. I guess it was like a heart problem that he had. Very sad situation. Taken too soon. We lost a lot of good comedians this year, like the Danny Tanner, what's his name, Bob Saget, and Gilbert Gottfried. Very unfortunate losses in the comedy world. But anyway, so I'm going to say, of course, before I go, don't forget tomorrow, Jade Starr has a really interesting interview lined up. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, there is another show that's kind of like this one, which is Ron Ward, Homegrown Indie Live. So you want to check that out. There's links in the description to that. And then I will be doing on Friday, I don't even have a link up yet, but I will be doing on Friday, Thomas Christ Live. I have no idea what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a request show this week. So yeah, that to look forward to. That'll be at 5:30 p.m. on Friday afternoon, Friday evening, whatever you want to say. That's Eastern Daylight Time. And don't forget, get your tracks in for next week. You know, I sit and I agonize and have all this anxiety. Like, am I going to get enough tracks for the show? Please let me get enough tracks for the show. And I look at this submissions queue and I'm like, okay, I got like 10. I need like 20. And like, you guys always come through, but it's always at the last minute. So like, the sooner you get your songs in, the better for my mental health. So like, yeah. But you got to write them and record them and put them out, I guess, or whatever, you know. But you can always send old stuff in too. That's always cool. And so yeah. So, and thank you very much for hanging out tonight. Really appreciate it. I think it was a great show. I had a lot of great, awesome music on the show tonight, and hope to do the same again next week at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, so I'm gonna go out with this. I made this promo. It took me over an hour, almost 2 hours to do, and so I'll leave you with this. Although this is like preaching to the choir playing this, but we'll go out on this, and that'll just be the end of the show. So thank you all so much once again for being here. Love ya, and keep rocking. And let's check out this ridiculous promo that I made. Are you an independent home studio musician or band that is looking for a place to get your music heard? Well, look no further. I'm Thomas Christ, a musical artist myself for more than 20 years and host of the live featured artist show You Rock, the show where I play your most rockin' music. We have an amazing, always supportive, and ever-growing community of awesome music creators and music lovers who all very much want to hear what you've got to offer. It's so insanely cool, and we want you to be a part of it. All you have to do is hashtag send it in, and it's super easy to do. Just follow the link in the description or go to bit.ly/YouRockSubmit and enter your artist and song info in the form to be considered for the show. It's that simple, folks. And be sure to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell icon so you always know when I'm live. The You Rock show currently airs each and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, so get your tracks in for the next show, and I hope to see you there. Until then, keep rocking.